and we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into. So this first room is just kind of your bunk room. Super cool looking though. So out here is the checkpoint. Back there is where we send our survivors. So if we find that they're nice and healthy, you know, they're not infected, whatever, we send them back there. And our checkpoint is here. So we'll go ahead and call our first person in to see if they are healthy or not. This guy's got a little bit of red skin. So you can track your symptoms through this like tablet interface. And in the tutorial, you get the default on the first one of the red skin. So you go ahead and mark that. And then it'll have you open the map. And here's kind of where you get to send the different people who come into different areas. So there's like the quarantine if people are sick. There's liquidation if you think they're a zombie. And then if they're healthy and everything's good to go, you can send them back to the survivor block. On this first one, we gotta send them to the quarantine as part of the tutorial to kind of get you used to it. So, quarantine's over here. Like I said, this is a holding area. Hey, welcome in, Kat. How did I get access to the demo? I reached out to Brigada Games and requested it. I asked them, you know, I said, I got people who, you know, like watching spooky, fun, and interesting games, and I think that you guys would all love to take a look at it with me, and I'd be happy to share it, because like I said, I've done lots of research. So this guy is doing the parabomb. He's like, you know, what am I doing in here? What's going on? You know, then he's doing the Kobe shot. So, all right, let's head back out here, and we'll call in our next person. So we'll get them in here, and we'll take a look.
Is this really necessary?
So on day one, we don't have a ton of tools. So right now we're just kind of doing a visual inspection. So we're seeing what we can see. Looks like he might have some bruising right there. Again, some more like over there. So we'll mark that he's got bruising. So we'll go into our tablet. We'll say, yep, you've got some bruises. Let's look. There's some more bruising down there on his hand. Nothing on his legs. No bites that I can see. Everything looks all right. What it says is if would think everyone to quarantine. You would think, but the issue is if we go over to our quarantine, we can only have 4 people in the quarantine at a time. So like, I have to kind of be selective, and I also need to like look back here to see how many people we have in the back. So like right now there's only one more person. So sending him to quarantine is not going to be that big of a deal. It's not going to hurt anything if he's just got bruises to send him back there. So we'll go ahead and we'll send him back that way. And then we'll call in our next person.
I don't have any symptoms.
100 or 1,000 quarantine cells. Maha. Yeah. She's got some scratches on her face. Oh! We've got a bite mark. We've got 2 bite marks. So we will go ahead and we'll mark that she's got a bite mark on her. So with that, when you get somebody, yeah, when somebody's got one of these red ones, which is a definite sign of infection, that's
let
when
him
you
cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said, let him cook.
So once they get the definite sign of infection, you go over to, hey, welcome in, Titty.
I'm alive. I'm dead.
You sent him over to liquidation.
I'm looking at you. Fuck you. I'm dead again. I'm up. I can run faster than a bitch around the house.
So you go over here, they walk them into here, they go into this area, and then they get the special treatment. So that is our last person for this day. So we'll go ahead and we'll go back and we'll go to bed for the day. And we'll get our next day kind of started.